Hi, everybody. Whoa, I can hear myself over here. Let me, whoop, turned it down. There we go. We know the mic works. Yeah. Thank goodness on that. Whew, that was kind of loud. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you. A little weather extra time. I'm not on here because of severe weather. I'm not on here for bad thunderstorms. I am just on here to give you a quick update on the forecast before I hit air at 10 o'clock with Margot. And had some excitement tonight, though, that's for sure. We had some scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, mainly just rainfall. And then there was this one cell that just wanted to just do weird things. And it was moving through Athens, and then it dropped south. And it was a really easy to see wall cloud with this thing. And there was actually probably some rotation with it, too, when it was near Triana. Watched it very closely. Didn't want to go too crazy before there was more evidence of something happening, and I'm glad I didn't because it fizzled out. The max wind gust, I think that the National Weather Service said was 12 miles per hour, had no lightning with it, and it dropped a ton of rain in a very short period of time. And that was it. But it did have some rotation. And my good buddy D, who chases storms in the area, followed it from Lauderdale down through Athens, and he followed it. And he said, Jeff, there was definitely some rotation with it, but didn't drop anything. And that's what's left of it that you see on the radar. All of the excitement watching this thing as it started to move through Triana and then towards Lacey's Spring. And now it's just a little shower just north of Gunnersville, right near Waterfront, Alabama. I don't even know if it's a town. I think it is. It has a fire department, volunteer fire department. And then a few light showers cross over. It looks like just south of Langston. But overall, not much rain happening now. And the good news is just some isolated stuff tonight. Shower. I don't even think there's a thunderstorm, but isolated shower. We'll say some thunder could happen. And then tomorrow morning, an isolated shower or storm. But other than that, tomorrow looks pretty good. Thursday's good, hot. Friday, more cloud cover, but dry. And then it gets interesting for Friday night and Saturday. There could be some stronger storms. It looks like the best chance of severe weather will remain just north of our area, but we'll watch it closely and then could still have a few scattered showers and storms on Sunday. So that's your 10-day in a nutshell. And I'm going to pull up the graphic full so you can see where that one little shower is near Gunnersville. That's it. That's all you got. One little shower. Gunnersville, and then near Claysville, moving up just south Grant. Not a lot going on. That's the only thing. I'm zoomed up to it. You see a lot of blue on that. That's a lot of ground clutter on the radar, but other than that, we're good. So I got a little isolated shower or storm tonight, but most areas stay dry, low 60s, patchy fog. Again, this morning, I don't think there was much fog this morning, though. And then tomorrow, there'll be a lot of cloud cover at times, and then there'll be times when the sun pops. When you have that cloud cover, you could have a stray shower. I guess possibly a storm in the morning, but we'll just call it a stray shower. But we have a chance, especially if we get more sun than clouds, and I think we will, at least in the late part of the day, have a chance to hit the low 80s. And why I make a big deal out of that is that's kind of what the high temperature is supposed to be, but we have not even sniffed 80 degrees often in the month of May. In fact, May through the first half of the month, which will be officially in 2 days, has been very wet and very cool. That is all going to change right before your very eyes because despite a shower or two tomorrow, it's mainly dry. And so is Thursday and so is Friday, and that's not cool. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. I mean, it's kind of cool that there's no rain, but it's not going to be cool temperature-wise. I dropped the temperature on Friday a bit because it'll probably be more clouds. But if Friday can sneak out a little sunshine, we probably could hit 90. We haven't hit 90 in Huntsville yet this year. And that 30% for Friday covers the storms at night, and then 40% chance on Saturday. That's the time frame we're going to keep an eye on the forecast runs for the next couple of days. Again, the best or highest chance for some stronger or severe storms will likely be north of the area, but we'll watch it closely. And we kept some scattered storms in for Sunday and Monday. I would probably bank Saturday is going to be wetter than Sunday, much like last weekend, but for now we'll give them both equal opportunities with 40%. And then on Monday, still some storms, different system, and then dry Tuesday, and then much of next week doesn't look all that bad. Wednesday might have a pop-up storm. That's about it. So, yeah, lot of rain in the month of May so far, that's for sure. It just continues to be Ahsoka. Hi, Samantha. She says, hey, big cheddar. And you know what? I absolutely love that nickname. I think it's cool. So thank you. I appreciate that, Samantha. I've had some interesting nicknames. Some of them I can't say here because they're mean, but Big Cheddar works, and I appreciate that. And all for anybody who knows is because I'm cheesy. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But Adam, we only got rain over here, no thunder today. Yeah, and that's an interesting thing to bring up. Adam says you just had rain, and yeah, that rotating. I don't even want to call it a storm. I don't even know what to call it. It had no lightning, no thunder, and just rain. But it was rotating. And you could see, like, I saw some pictures and stuff. I could see some camera shots and stuff. It was rotating. Like I said, my friend D was following me. He's like, Jeff, it was rotating. I'm like, I'm sure it was. But nobody has confirmed anything dropping or anything like that. And I'm sure that, I don't think there'll be a survey done tomorrow, but you never know. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not sure. So. Claire. Hello, Johnny. Johnny? Who's Johnny? I don't even know who Johnny is. Jeff, but not Johnny. Hi, Katie. Good to see you on. Hope all's well. You had a little rain in Florence today, right? I think you did. Earlier, it was one before I even came into work. Zach, Brad's back from beach fishing thinking I'm too old for this. I don't know if he's really thinking that, but I do know, Zach, that he caught a really big fish because I saw the picture. Came up on my feed. It was pretty awesome. So, hey, what's up? That's awesome. Peggy, you're going to call me Big Cheddar too? I appreciate that. I will put a heart to that because I think that's pretty cool. Peggy, I think you rock. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm okay with Big Cheddar. I'm sure somebody will come on here and be really mean and make fun of it, but I think it's kind of cool because I am cheesy. I don't care. I'm cheesy. I'll always give you the information you need to know without the hype. But I will say this, though. Yeah, I have cheesy moments. A lot of bad dad jokes in this house. I promise you that. Katie says, yes, I had some really good rain. Rando, there, my buddy D. This is where he reads. This is, if you go to my page. So I have to tell you, Tatiana's fantastic. She sets this all up for me so that I can sit here and babble about the weather. I have the 10-day up. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm just talking now. But she actually cross-posts to my page, and I didn't even realize that she's been doing that the last week while I filled in for Brad. So then I would like go to the page afterwards. I'd be like, oh my gosh, people are like writing on my page, and I wasn't answering. They must think I'm the biggest snob in the world, but I'm not. I promise. But I try to answer everybody back, especially if they're nice. If you say something mean to me and make me cry, I won't answer you back. But. This is where I read, my friend. I was just talking about you. You probably were watching the cross post on my page, but yeah, I appreciate your updates, my friend. They're awesome, and you know what you're doing weather-wise. So, like when you send me an update, I'm looking at what you're looking at, buddy. It's good stuff. Hi, Kristen. I hope you got my answer back. You asked me what that little circle thing was. It's not anything bad. It was just some ground clutter around the Columbus radar. That's all. Happens a lot. I actually had to tilt the radar at the 10 o'clock because otherwise it would look like a whole bunch of like blue and green. People would think it was all rain, but it's actually just ground clutter. So. Adam, I can tell the pollen count has been down. It has been down. There's still some other things that are high though too. So some people are still sneezing. I know Liz was saying that her allergies were really bothering her today. So, but overall the pollen count is actually a little bit better. Peggy says yes. I appreciate that, Peggy. Very kind. I'm going to put another like to that. It's good stuff. Kaylee, what's up? Hey, Jeff, anything going on tonight or in the morning? Not really. Just an isolated shower or storm. That was more eventful tonight with that one little thing that was near Triana. A little bit more than I thought. But, again, I mean, it very easily could have dropped. And if it dropped, it would have been racing to go on air. But, yeah, I mean, overall, I think we're okay. I think any storms tonight or any shower tonight, I don't think it's going to be a whopper. I mean, it could be loud if you have a storm, but that's, I mean, not severe weather, but enough to keep you up. That's for sure. I did. Thank you. Good. I'm glad you could see it. I was writing you back, and I had a couple questions actually about that. It wasn't it was really weird. It wasn't from the radar that you sent to me though from. shame, 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 and you know what I'm talking about. But it was from their own little like radar scope, and they had it on theirs too. So I answered them back. I had like 4 questions right in a row, and it was all the same question from all y'all. It was kind of crazy. It was like y'all got together and said, "Hey, let's go ask him this." So Peggy says, "You aren't a snob. You're a sweetheart." I appreciate that, Peggy. I try not to be a snob. I don't want to be a snob. No, I don't. Peggy says, "Make this rain go away." We get a little break. I mean, I know there's an isolated shower tomorrow, and I know it comes back Friday night and the weekend, but we do get a couple days off from the rain. Thursday looks pretty good. It might be too hot for some people now, though. That's the only problem. So we get the rain out, and then it's like near 90 degrees. But Katie says, "I'm tired of the mosquitoes already." You know, I don't know, like, I know mosquitoes can be a pain. I actually pay for a service to come to my backyard, and it helps out tremendously. My goal one day is to have a screened-in patio, but I can't afford that right now. So I do the next best thing, and I have them spray, and it works. No, it's okay. But the other night I was out, I think it was like last week at one point, and the mosquitoes, even though we spray, I still got bit a couple times, and I was like, what is happening? I pay for this not to happen. But they get me sometimes. They get me. Still haven't gotten my free trampoline this year. I guess we'll have to wait until next year. I don't know what that means, but I hope you get your free trampoline. Sounds like fun. State bird. Kaylee, I've been watching the radar, and I think it's all going to miss me, thank goodness. Yeah, there's nothing really out there, so you're good. Everything's pretty much north. This big big area of low pressure. Not broad in the sense it's big. It's been just spinning around the deep south since last Thursday night. And it just continues to bring like multiple showers. Not so much severe weather for us. That was mainly in the Carolinas. But from the Carolinas to Virginia to Kentucky to Tennessee to Arkansas to Louisiana to Mississippi to Alabama to the Panhandle of Florida to down Florida, all Florida really, it's been just one relentless day of rain after another. Now, we've had some sun at times, and not everybody's had rain every single day, and I get it. But when it has rained, it's come down pretty heavy at times. And once that low wobbles a bit more north tomorrow, that should free us up from some rainfall. We should be good to go. Hopefully. Yeah, Adam, I feel like it's so funny. I've worked at 5 different markets, and everybody thinks that their weather is the craziest everywhere I've ever worked. And everybody has their own uniqueness with their weather that makes it crazy, for sure. But I've seen some pretty crazy things. A severe thunderstorm warning with nothing on the radar. That was in Cheyenne. That was pretty crazy. Saw tornadoes that split apart one time when I was chasing in Nebraska. It was pretty cool. Everybody has a little bit of weirdness in their weather. Even Phoenix, they have weirdness too. You wouldn't think of Phoenix having weird weather, but they get the dust storms that are pretty crazy sometimes. But it's all good. Samantha says, "I love that big chat. Always talks to us and always answers questions." Hey, I told Tatiana this the other night when she was hanging out with me. She's like, you talk to everybody. It's kind of cool. I'm like, as long as they're nice to me, I talk to everybody. If you're mean to me, I give you no sunshine. But I feel like if you're going to come here on Weather Extra and you're going to hang out with me for the brief time that I can do this before the 10 o'clock show, and you're going to talk to me and be nice and hang out and ask questions and stuff, the least I can do is actually respond back, right? I mean, I think I can. It's really easy. Plus, I like talking to you all. You all make me smile, and I appreciate that. Everybody's talking about the mosquitoes. Done with the mosquitoes. I get it. I know. They're bad. If I'm at my house, I get bit a lot, too. It's terrible. Peggy on blood thinners, so I freeze. Adam says, "I've seen a lot of wasps out. I hate them things." Me too, Adam. Adam, did I ever tell you the wasp story? I don't think I did. So I was at this place and I had to open up the front door, and this house hadn't been opened up very much in the last couple of months. So I opened the door and there was a wasp nest in there. I didn't know it was in there. And like, I don't know how many of them came at me, but there was a lot. And they got into the back of my shirt and they got stuck in my shirt. This happened like, gosh, I want to say like last year. I got stung. I had like 30 wasp stings on my neck and my back, and I was like ready to pass out. It was kind of funny, actually, in a way. I was like, I couldn't believe my whole neck got huge. My back had all these stings on it. So I'm not a big fan of wasps either. Yeah, they're not good. Not good at all. Bad. So not a good thing. And there has been a lot of them this year. I've seen a few. What does the long-range outlook for summer look like? Any hints of drought or above normal rain amounts? Really, that's a great question. I'll tell you this. We're soaked right now. We are pretty saturated with rainfall so far this month. And I said this many times, you always want to hit on as many rain chances in April, May, and early June as you can, because we always know there's going to be times in July and August where we just can't buy a raindrop. And last year we didn't hit on the rainfall in April, May, and June as much as we probably could have. Seemed like every time we had a chance of rain, it was fizzling before it got here. And then what happens? Well, weather's a lot like dominoes. You hit one over and then it hits another one over. By the time we got to August, there was no rain and everything was drying out. And people were telling me that their ponds and their rivers and everything was going away. And we've had really good rain so far this spring, which is a good sign. Will we continue to have rain like this into the summer? Probably not. But all you got to do is hit on a couple thunderstorms in the summer, and that can help. But I don't think we'll quite go into the same kind of situation we had last year. Now, I say that, and you watch. All the rain that comes after this 10-day forecast will just shut down. We'll have no rain for like a month, and then I'll have egg on my face. But I think we're okay. I wouldn't say that the long-term models are really above average or below average. They're kind of just forecasting normal rain for the next 3 months. But normal's low when we get into the summer months for us here, right? I hope that helps answer your question. There's been a lot in my area too, talking about the wasp. Peggy, yeah, keep the wasps away from Jeff. Jeff's not a big fan. Hi, Don. Checking in from Macedonia. Good to see you on. We're good. Everything's really quiet now. Had a little shower. Oh, just poked myself in the eye. That was great. Let me go backwards. Go backwards. That's all we got. A little shower. Over by Geraldine now, just drifting. That was that storm. I just put it in quotes because it had no wind, it had no lightning, it had no thunder, but it had a wall cloud, and it was like trying to rotate. It was bizarre. Kaylee, this is the last month for our tornado season. Oh, I don't know about that. Kaylee, we can run a tornado here really any month of the year. Now, peak month is May, obviously, but you can have a tornado here any time of the year here. We had a couple in August, my first year here. So, I mean, I think the season is over, but you can still have a tornado. The tornado and thunderstorms don't know what month it is. But if you're going to have a higher chance would be in May when it starts season. We also have another little second season in like December too, November and December. But sometimes you say that to people and they get really, really upset. So I'm just going to say there's multiple opportunities for tornadoes year round here. Adam, I'm highly allergic to them. They charge at you for no reason. Yeah, I might have been allergic too. I don't even know. I don't think I was because I would have probably died if I was allergic because I got stung so many times, but it's not good. Some people carry, I have a friend that gets really, wasp stings, highly allergic, and carries one of those EpiPens always. Yep. Gotta do it. Katie says, why do wasps like to hang out around the outside of mirrors in my car? Oh, that's kind of freaky. They like to look at themselves in the mirror. They want to see if they look good. Oh, no, I'm just going with that. I don't know that for a fact. My mom accidentally ran over a nest of some sort of wasp with a lawnmower last year and then went crazy and stung her so many times. They even chased her across her yard, and it's like 5 acres. She had to stop, drop, and roll because they were so mad. Samantha, that is a big, big issue. Talking about running over a wasp nest or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, wasp nest on the ground. Yeah, that can be bad. And when they start coming after you, they don't stop. When I got hit with that, my little fiasco I had with mine. Oh, dude, it was. Oof. I was running around the house screaming. I'm sure the neighbors were all looking out, what is this guy doing? He's a freak. Kaylee says, you got to love Alabama weather and Tennessee weather and Georgia weather and Louisiana weather. Hi, Tegan. How you doing? Good to see you on from Aville. Hope all is well. You have a little shower near Aville. It's kind of east of you now. It's not really much. It's just a little shower. But I know where you're at. I stalk you. I know where you're at. I got you. All right, what time is it? 9:49. Kaylee says, my 3-year-old knows my name now, and it talks back to you. I think he's on FaceTime. Oh, you never want the 3-year-old to talk back to you. No. Those might have been yellow jackets. I've had that happen time before. I know they build in the ground. They do. They do, and you have to be very careful. But I don't want anybody getting stung. I don't want anybody having any mosquito problems. I don't want anybody having any wasp, bee problems. I just want it to be sunny and beautiful. I want us to be able to go outside and not get stung. Hopefully that can happen to all you tomorrow and Thursday. I'm actually off tomorrow, and I'm off Thursday. Yay for Jeff. Eric's here tomorrow morning. Brad's chief meteorologist. Brad Travis will be back tomorrow night. And you all be like, oh, thank God Jeff's not going to be there anymore. And then Thursday, Eric's morning. Brad's at night. And then I think Eric's still here Friday too. So we're normal schedule, so to speak, for the next couple of days. Weekend, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what's happening on the weekend yet. I haven't figured that part out yet. Cover the weekend when I get there. I'm glad you do. Well, weather anxiety is awful, and you always keep me feeling safe. Oh, Tegan, you're so sweet. I appreciate that. And then you had a scare with an earthquake last weekend, too. Woo! You can't get enough, right? If it's not tornadoes, it's earthquakes. Keisha says, hope no rain, May 24th for the festival. May 24th? That's a long way away. We got time to iron that forecast out, but I'll keep fingers and toes crossed for you, okay? That's a long way away. I did the same, ran over yellow jackets. See, so you can run over yellow jackets. Things you learn. I've never stopped learning. Jane's laughing, which is good. Laughing hopefully with me and not at me. That'd be great. Samantha, they try to make nests behind my car mirrors. It makes it hard to wait in the pickup line at school when they want to chill there. Yeah, get some, can you carry some, Raid in the car with you and just do that? I don't know. I just want to keep everybody safe. It doesn't come down to weather. If I had to protect you from wasps, I'll drive in the car line and I'll spray all the cars just so nobody gets gets stung. I do get the pretty days off, Samantha, or I look at it two ways. Brad came back at the right time and doesn't have to worry about all the rainfall. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm torn. But yes, I'm very excited. I know you can't catch a break, Tegan. I know, right? Earthquakes, tornadoes. All right, I got to run. I hate to. I like talking with y'all, but it's fun. But 9:52, I don't really got a lot going on the radar now. That little shower is kind of fizzled out. Not much else out there. So besides a stray shower storm, I think we're okay tonight. So we're good. So everybody have a fantastic day tomorrow. I want to enjoy the day off. I got some mowing of the lawn to do because my grass is way too high and I haven't had a day off to do it. So tomorrow is that day. So you have a fantastic rest of your night. Awesome day. Come check us out at 10 o'clock. We're going to be on air in 7 minutes. I'll talk to you soon.